in minus 40 degrees Celsius. The man had spent half a year digging snow in the frozen wilderness, just to make the massive SOS signal behind him visible enough. The wreckage of the crash plane was his only shelter. He survived by chiseling ice to fish and relying on his watch alarm each day to endure the eternal polar days and nights. He had already lost 2 toes to frostbite, yet still refused to give up. Suddenly, he discovered his fish box destroyed with huge footprints stamped across the snow. Panic rising, he rushed back to his cabin, a deep fear twisting in his chest. But forcing himself to stay calm, he climbed the hillside again to send the signal. That was when he saw a polar bear standing not far away. Just as he prepared to retreat, the transmitter suddenly lit up with a green flash. The man roared with excitement. A rescue helicopter appeared in the sky, but before he could raise his hands, disaster struck. The aircraft spiraled out of control and crashed violently. The hope he had just grasped was instantly crushed. He sprinted to the crash site, finding the pilot dead, but a woman beside him gravely injured. He carried her back to shelter. There he found an ice axis satellite map and a portable gas stove. Using a lighter, he ignited a flame and cooked a pot of trout instant noodles. The best food he had tasted in 6 months. Yet the woman's condition worsened, her fever burning dangerously high. The man knew staying would mean death. He made his decision to cross the ice field and reach the weather station for help. He pulled out a sled, placed the woman onto it, and left the only home he had. The journey quickly proved harder than he imagined. Soon he was exhausted. Their route was blocked by steep mountains. Beyond them was a flat path, but he couldn't drag her up the slope. Leaving her alone meant certain death, so he made his choice. He crossed out the shortcut on the map and dragged the sled to a route 3 times longer. Along the way, they ran into the polar bear again. Inside a snow cave, the man lit a flare, roaring fiercely until the beast retreated. But misfortune never came alone. A blizzard swept in. He used the sled as a shield and crawled into the sleeping bag with the woman to survive. When the storm passed, he realized his leg was severely frostbitten. Yet he gritted his teeth and kept moving forward. The woman could no longer drink water, her wounds festering as she coughed blood. Seeing her fading, the man broke. Believing he couldn't take her any further, he decided to abandon her and escape alone. But after only a few steps, he plunged through an empty patch of ground and fell into a cave. His foot was trapped tightly between rocks. After desperate struggling, he freed himself, though his leg was badly injured. Dragging himself back to the woman, he found her unexpectedly awake. With a weak, sad smile, she whispered something to him. The man collapsed emotionally, blaming himself for leaving her. He crudely treated her wounds, using his own blood, then continued, pulling the sled forward. Their food completely ran out just as he collapsed from exhaustion. The distant sound of a helicopter echoed through the frozen silence.